Woohoo! The last box! Not light. You're going to like this. You are. There's a lot of stories in this box. Used.
You don't paint something without wiping.
Honestly. Ta-da! I give you spanners. And many, many spanners. Big spanners and little spanners and very useful spanners. Who drilled a hole in there? Honestly. It's already got a hole. Why would he drill another one? Doesn't make any sense. T-bar. What size is that? 14 T-bar. That'd be cool. Oh my word. I know it's a spanner box, but it's got a socket in, and this is another snap-on one. Look at that. No, it's not a 21. What is it? 17 again. Another 17. Nice. I will put that in the snap-on socket box. Lovely jubbly. Okay, let's get to it. Okie dokie, well, we'll start with the biggest one first. King Dick, England, 36. That's not a cheap spanner, and it's in pretty damn good nick since it's been sat in a box for over 15 years. That'll be pride of place in my workshop, I'll tell you that. What else have we got that's rather large? Right, so King Dick can go over there. We've got, what's this one? It's been there we are, look. It is. Hang on, where's my spray? Let's get a bit of blue roll. It's a Silverline. Silverline. Can you see that on there? You read that? Silverline. Let's bring the light across it. Silverline spanner. Okay. And it's been stamped. Somebody's manually stamped this. I don't know why. It's a little bit rusty. I don't even know what size it is. Man, that's a really bad... Oh, 24. There we are, Chrome Volume 24. Very hard to read, though. Because it's sort of laser etched, isn't it? Which is crap. But it's a 24mm spanner, and they're very useful. So, that's another win. Now, this obviously is damage, corrosion due to being in the box, because if I turn it over, look at that. Clean. Not bad at all. Turn it back. Rusty. Really rusty. Wire brush time. So I wonder if there's any way of restoring these old spanners. I'll have to have a look online and see what can be done to... maybe recoat them. Now this one, yes, I have to fix this one. This is a brittle. If you can see that on there, like with the light. It's a brittle, made in England, and it's 23, so it's not particularly useful, although sometimes a 23 is needed. So we've got one, which is nice. So we've got a 23 and a 24. Another King Dick. I do like King Dick spanners. 22, excellent. Now, this doesn't feel particularly good quality, this one. This is a 25. Hasn't really got a name on it, so not too concerned about that. It's pretty mank, to be honest. Okay, we've got another one, and that feels like the same brand as that one, actually. Look, same style, 25, 26. They probably came in a massive set in one of those pouches, you know, and probably reasonably cheap as well. So 26, but the 26 is in much better condition. These might be spanners that Ben can have, to be fair, if I've got duplicates. Now, we've got another, remember those sockets before, the Premier sockets? Well, they do spanners as well, and this is a 7/8. I've no idea why I've got a 7/8 spanner, but I've now got one. Excellent. Super useful. Okay, what's next? Let's have a look. We'll do some more big ones. Here we go. This is a bit of an oddball. I don't see a brand on it. It's just got these letters and numbers. There, look. And it's somebody's bent it as well. It's not dead straight, so somebody's put it in the vise and given it a whack with a big hammer to get around a corner. It says 30 by 16. 3/4 maybe? 3/4 of an inch. It looks about that, doesn't it? But yeah, oddball spanner, that one. Another King Dick, 24. Nice. So we've got King Dick 22 and 24 now. That's awesome. So I'm going to bounce the King Dick ones on the vise. Whoa! Hopefully we'll have a few more of those. Oh, another Premier. We must have bought a set of Imperial spanners, look. Another Premier 13/16. So that would go with that set. Okay, let's stick those over there. Because I was known to go and buy the odd spanner now and again as well, rather than a full set. So this is another generic one. It's very heavy. 22. Another King Dick. Excellent. So we've got another King Dick 24. We've got two of those now. Look at that. Identical spanners. This one's done lots of work. This one's done hardly any work. So one of those will have to go to Ben, won't they? Because he, you know, he's still building his tool set. Oh, another Premier one, look. 3/4. So we'll stick that over there with those. And I do remember buying a Top Tool set of spanners. And these are a bit different. They were in a green box. In fact, I think they were in the box that I now have my taps and dies in. Hang on a second. So this is the box that I use for all my taps and dies. Now, I remember writing that on, and at that time I couldn't spell the word die for some reason. I must have been in a rush and spelt it D-Y-S. What the hell? But I'm pretty sure that this was the box that these spanners came in. I'm pretty sure, because Top Tool use green boxes. So it's nice that we've got the box, but obviously I'd repurposed it to use to store my taps and dies. I don't have very many. I don't have a proper set. I've just got bits, you know, which is not ideal, but usually I can get through. Right, this did come from England, but not in these boxes. Ben must have already taken it out. Okay, so we've got Top Tool, and I'm expecting to find a few more of these. I hope so. So we'll make another stash of those. Put those down the side down there. Brittle, 18, in good nick as well. Now, this spanner, all the Brittle ones, remember I told you before, I'm pretty sure that my granddad, Ken, gave me these spanners when I was about, oh golly, 15, 16, 17, around that time. So, Grandad, if you're watching this, and he's still around, he's in England, he's very old now, he's over 100 years old, he's done extremely well. I've still got the spanners, some of them at least, so thank you very much. and this will go, it'll get put back in a drawer somewhere and get used on a regular basis. So that's a brittle spanner. We'll make a stash of brittle over here. Okay, now these ones are in pretty bad shape. They've been bent for particular jobs, probably to get bell housing bolts out, to be fair. They were usually quite hard to get out on the old Daihatsus, the F50s and 55s. That's a 17. Is that another one? Is that another? It feels like, it looks very similar to another brittle one, doesn't it? Let's see if we can get the name on it. I'm going to use a bit of emery cloth. You're going to hate me for this. It's another brittle spanner. Damn, it's in a fair shape. Okay, what size is it there? So the size should be after the word England. 15, I think it looks like. 15mm spanner. If you can see that on there, look. Could be wrong, my eyesight's terrible. Right, so we've got two brittle spanners. Brittle, not brittle. Okay, so these are pretty crap, to be honest. We'll just make a pile of crap spanners. We'll put them over. In fact, that's out of the same set as theirs, isn't it? That one isn't. That's different again. You know what? That's a brittle. Damn it. Okay, crap spanner pile. I'll stick those over there. Maybe I can donate them to somewhere. Yeah. Brittle again, so we've got, there he is. We'd already seen this one. This one is a 23. So we've got 3 brittle spanners now, which is pretty damn cool. Okay. Oh, jeez, nearly. Right. Some more. Oh, look what I've just spotted. What's this? It's another Teng Tools, and this one is a 15. So it won't have had a lot of use. So at some point I must have bought a set of Teng Tools spanners as well, and I've completely forgotten that I did that. Unless it happens to be a one-off, but I don't think it is. Right, so we've got Teng Tools. We'll put those over there at the back. Okay, that's another generic cheapy spanner. What size is that? 20 mil. What's this one? This looks imperial. And it's an unbranded one, and it's a double open-ended. It's not a combi spanner. Very, very old style. You don't really get these anymore. Nobody really buys them. 9/16 and 5/8 imperial spanner. So I'm going to put that with the Premier ones because they're all imperial. I know it's completely different, but I'm running out of space. 1/2 inch Premier. Again, that can go over there. Oh, hang on. Yes, 1/2 inch Premier. Right, and we've got another Silverline spanner. If you can see that there, look. This one is... That's what the dads have done. They've stamped on them because they couldn't bloody read the numbers because they're so hard to see. They've stamped on 19. So that's a 19mm spanner. Silverline. Okay, so we've got Silverline spanners now. Generic. Okay, so we've got all sorts of different brands going on here. That's another Silverline, isn't it? Look, you see that? Another Silverline. There you are, you can see it now. Silverline. And that one, I think, looks like a 15 or a 16. 15. There it is. 15. There you are. You can just about make it out. Okay, so we've got another Silverline. That's 3 different Silverline ones. And we've got another Premier. This one's done some work, hasn't it? Look at that state of that one. 9/16. It's Stick him on there. So we're going to end up with a full set, I think, of the Premier. Now, this one, this is a 17. Don't even need to look at it as regards the numbers, because I remember bending the end of this. This was, again, this was for Daihatsu F50 and 55 bell housing bolts. The two top ones were tucked just behind the bulkhead. So a spanner like that, you could reach in and then, you know, you'd have enough clearance on the bulkhead to just inch it out, you know, one little turn at a time. Took bloody ages. Did quite a few clutches and gearboxes on those things. Right, so that's pretty naff, to be honest now. Stick him over on the naff pile. We've got a 13, again just a generic spanner, that's on the naff pile. Okay, and this is a spanner out of a motorcycle toolkit. So again, pretty poor quality. Can we tell what brand of toolkit? No, there's nothing on there, is there? Okay, on the naff pile. You're always going to end up with a load of spanners which are not particularly good. Right, a few more. Another toolkit spanner. Don't need to see that, pretty rusty. On the naff pile. Oh, look. Holy crap. Another Tang Tools 15. Why? Why have I got two 15mm Tang Tools? Most bizarre. Same spanner. I don't get it. I really don't. But anyway, not turning them away. Just need a good clean up. Now this spanner, oh, I remember this. I remember this very much. One end is a 12 and one is a 13, and I used to use this all the time. It was a nice short little spanner, and it was good for getting in places. It's unbranded, but it was just one of those tools that I often went to, and it never failed me, and it did a great job, and it was super cheap. So I'm going to keep that in my spurious spanners drawer that I've got in my Snap-on box. We'll keep that. I like that. It brings back a lot of memories, that one. Now, oh, another Silverline. Yeah, look, Silverline. And this one is, I think, a 13 by the looks of it. Okay, we'll stick it with Silverline. Getting a set put together there. Another Tang Tools. What size is this one? Ah, 14. Excellent. I wonder how that looks compared to one of the new 14s. Go and grab one. Hang on. So this is the one that I use all the time in the workshop now in New Zealand. And look at that. It's hardly changed at all, has it? So if I do that. Apart from the fact the labelling's the other way around, isn't it? Yeah, it's labelled up the other way. What the hell? Who would have thought? But very, very similar the way that it's done. Nice though. But yeah, use this one for the last... Geez, well, I was given this by Brandon when I was at Unitech. So that would be... I've been at my current employer for 7 years. Left Unitech 7 years ago. We'd had these for a couple of years before that. So I've been using this spanner now for about 9 years, the one in New Zealand. And this one would have been purchased in England around the same time that I bought that socket set. And it started to come back. I think it was like a roll with spanners in that I bought, a Tang Tools roll. It was black with grey trimming on it. I think. I'm going from memory now. Okay, we'll stick that on there. That's a new one, back in the box. I say new, it's not really, it's 9 years old, isn't it? But it's new to me. Okay, that's a generic spanner, we don't want that. Another motorcycle toolbox. What the hell's that thing? That's rusty as hell. Interesting. Okay, we've got another double-ended spanner, very old. It has got a brand on it there. ACESA 17 and 13. I think that end is there. Look, 13. Yep, 13 and 17. So that's an odd. Normally you have a 14 at the other end. ACESA. And that's the part number by the looks of it. There, look, 5120991357332 1317. Wow, it's not a bad little spanner. Quite like that. I don't have many double open-ended spanners, so, and it's a bit shorter than a combi, so that's pretty cool. We'll keep that in the interesting double open-ended spanners box. This one's pretty rough. High top. It's a 3/16, I think. 9/16. 9/16. Yes. 9/16, obviously. Made by High Top. So pretty rough. It is Imperial. We've already got a 9/16 Premier, so this will go on the Manx spanners pile, I think. Okay, what else have we got? Holy moly. That's an old one. Look at that. Oh, look! I thought I'd lost this. Anyone guess what that is? Pretty obvious. Anyone that works on brake pipes, it's a proper brake pipe spanner, and I honestly thought I'd left this behind in the UK. This is another win for me. Now, this was made by a company called Sykes Pickavant. They're very, very high quality tools and usually quite specific for certain jobs. I'm just trying to read. I can read something on it. Have a look. Yes, it does say. I can just about make it. Yes, there we are. Look. So you've got a 10mm at one end, 11 at the other, and if I can get the light just right, can you make out just there Sykes? And then it says Pickavant, England, across the end there. Look, so I'm just going to roll it across the light again, so hopefully you can see that. But yeah, that is very cool. This did a lot of work. You can see how worn how abused and worn it is. But brilliant at getting the brake pipe flares, the little unions off. I mean, it's not, looking at it now, it's not brilliantly made. There's a few casting marks in it, but it did the job. And I was very proud to own this. I used it a lot in the UK. So that will go on my definite to keep pile. What else have we got? Oh, another one that's got bent, and you can't bend them back because they snap. 16 Silverline. There you go, look. Okay, on the Silverline pile. Shame it got bent. Deliberately, probably. Oh, a gear wrench. Does the ratchet still work? It probably just needs a good soak. Gear wrench. I did buy a set of these as well. Maybe it was these that came in that green box. Maybe. 12mm. Keep hold of that. Combi, but with a ratchet on the ring end. So we'll stick that over there. What's this one? Irimo spanner, 17. I use this a lot. It didn't look like this when I used it. It's pretty bent. It's pretty bent up. It's had a lot of grief over the years. But this was sort of my main 17mm spanner. I've no idea where it came from, but as a teenager, this is what I used every day. You can see, I think you can see on the plane there, but if I hold that like that, this end, it seems to be twisted that way a little bit. So it's had some serious grief over the years, as this one. Yes, it is definitely twisted. Just there, look, it's all bent, and it bends this way. Not going to get rid of that. I know it's a spurious one, but I like it. just keeping all the stuff, aren't I? Draper Tools 3/4 spanner. Have we got a 3/4? We've got a Premier 3/4 there, look. So what we'll do is the Draper, which I believe is not as good a quality as the Premier. We'll put this on the spurious pile. And I think Ben's going to get given all of those. Right, motorcycle spanner from many, many, many years ago. Is that another Teng one? It is. Holy crap. And that's a Teng 13 there, look. So we've got another Teng. It's pretty rough. But you know, it's one of my original spanners, so I'm not going to get rid of it. Okay, Teng we put over there, didn't we? Alright, what's this one? Guido. Expensive spanner, made in Germany. 13, number 7. Okay, Guido. I don't think I've got a Guido pile, and I don't ever remember buying a Guido set. We'll put it on the spurious pile for now. Or near the spurious pile, should I say. Okay, this one. A Hilke spanner. Chrome Valium. And, oh, it's double-ended as well, look. And we've got a 13 and a 14 Hilke. Hilke wasn't a bad brand, I don't think. Okay, we'll put that with our double-ended spanners. Might keep that one. And I have no idea where this came from. I have no idea at all why we've even got it. It's probably some kind of special tool for something specific. Forged steel. And it's got no numbers on it at all. It's just old, I think. But a cool spanner in itself. So that's probably going to make a nice door handle, wouldn't it? With that, you know, you put something, maybe a bolt in at each end and just tack weld it in. That'd be a nice door handle. Or weld some at the back, actually, some threads at the back, and then put some spacers. And you could, yeah, that would be well cool with that. That's going to go by my advice. I'm going to make something with that. Okay, let's find some more. We've got a few more to go yet. Can't help myself. I keep pulling them out. Every spanner tells a story, right? We've got a Premier 1/4 inch. We'll stick him over there. Now, another gear wrench. Oh, and this one works. Oh, listen to that. Ready? I know it's out of focus, but you can still listen. How good is that? 15 years that's been sat in a damp ammo box. Clearly damp because everything's rusty. But you know what? This one isn't rusty at all. It's really clean. Just shows you the quality, doesn't it? Oh, it's so good. 9mm gear wrench. Gear wrench. Stick him over there with his friend. He's 12mm. Okay, we've got another top tool. And this one is a 9mm. Not a bad brand, to be fair. Top tool. Don't know where the hell we're going to put him there. Have we got any more top tools? I can't remember if we have or not. No. Okay, I'm going to start a top tool pile. Somewhere. Running out of space. Stick it down here. Okay. Now, that one's just generic. We'll stick it on the generic pile. Oh, look. Look at this. Snap on. Still swivels. 12mm. Swivel head. Nice. I did buy a few of these. 12mm. I think there's some more of these in my snap-on toolbox. So now I have a 12mm swivel head. Beautiful. I like that a lot. Okay, we'll stick him. Oh, top tool. I found it. Okay, top tool is over there. So we've got a 19 and a 9 in top tool. Okay, we've got another silver line. What is it, 12? 12, yes, there, look, there's stamped 12 on it. Okay, well done, lads. Silver line. Stick him over there. So we're going to have quite a few sets. Now, this one, I categorically remember my grandfather giving me. One end is 12, one is 13. So there's the 12. There, look. And there is the 13. Now, this was brand new when he gave me it. I don't know why he gave me it. It was a Hilker. And that was one of the brands that he sold. And you can see it's had a hard life. A lot of the chroming is coming off. It's pretty sharp to use. It's going to need, I don't know what we do with it. Can we recoat it? Probably. We maybe sandblast it and get all this chroming off it and then re-chrome it somehow, or I don't know. It just brings back memories. You know, I've had this. This was one of the first spanners he ever gave me. It's in a bit of a mess now, isn't it? Sorry, Grandad. Okay. It was quite useful with the offset, you know. You can get it if you had something in the way. It would, rather than using a socket and a ratchet, you could get in there with this. So I'm going to keep that. It's going to go in my keep pile, obviously. What have we got here? Oh, another Premier. 7/16. So we'll stick that on the Premier. I've got a pretty big stack of Premier spanners now. Draper Tools 15/14. I'm going to keep all of that. That's going to go on my open-ended spanners. This one's pretty rusty, isn't it? Look at the state of that one. King Dick. Oh, sorry, King Dick. Yeah, the chroming's coming off, unfortunately. But hey, it's a King Dick spanner. We've got to keep it. And if you use it enough, all that'll clean up. Right, King Dick. Where is he? On there, on the vise. Okay. Draper Tools 12/13. Okay. That one actually looks very similar. No, it's different brand, isn't it? So I'm pretty sure it's that one that I used to use. Pretty sure. Yeah. Right, we'll stick that on the another one there. Look, you see, 12/13. I seem to like those spanners, don't I? Maybe it was that one. That one feels a bit more like it. I'm going to put that one on my pile, actually. And we'll stick those two on the spurious spanner pile. Ben can have those. Oh, another 10 tools. I like 10 tool stuff. Right. So again, another spanner from England. 8mm combi. A little bit rusty in places. But only surface rust by the looks of it. This is mechanical to all this. I did tell her a few minutes, well, before we started this little part of the video, and she's like hell I will. You can bloody clean them yourself. Anyway, there you go. 10 tools, stick it on the pile. And we've got another 10 tools here. And that one's an 11. So we've almost got a full set of 10 as well. Oh, what brand is this? This is a weird one. Tramped. Oh no, Draper Tools again, just Draper, 12mm, generic pile. Now we've got a monkey wrench. Who made this one? Oh, I think it's just a generic thing, so it's industrial 01-225, and it wants a bit of work. It's a bit seized. Yeah, needs a bit of oil in there. So I'll put that on the Ben pile. Okay, how many more do we do? Let's have a look. Oh, there's a few more in here yet. Actual fact, there isn't that many left. They're just spread out. Okay, I would say that there's going to be one more lot after these. And then we've done all. Right, power build. Power build. Don't know where that's come from. Generic. Pretty sure we never bought a power built set. That's probably gonna be, that's a silver line again, 8. Stick it on there. Oh, Guido again. Guido, where was Guido? There he is. Right, so he's got a friend now. So we had a Guido 13, and we've now got slightly different style spanner. So it's got a different end to it. See there, look. So it's more stepped, more like a swan neck on there. And we've got so we've got a 10 and a 13 in Guido. I don't know. Do you get excited about old spanners? I don't know. I do a bit, mainly because they're mine. If these were somebody else's, would I be excited about it? Maybe if I had the same brand, or had a similar experience. CK spanner. We had some CK screwdrivers earlier on. Didn't even know they did spanners. That's a 10. Probably bought that as an individual spanner because we'd lost them all. You know, I think that is from my KTM toolkit. Pretty sure it is. What else have we got? Oh, generic. Another gear wrench. That'd be cool. Generic. We'll get rid of the generic ones, and that one can go in the spurious pile as well. So Ben can have all those. No, I don't think he'll ever use them, to be honest. Right. Another silver line. I think this one is a 9. I think. Stick him on the silver line pile. We're doing well with those. Premier 5/16. Stick it on the Premier pile. Draper Tools 10 and 11 open-ended. We'll have that on my little pile of open-endeds. Now a gear wrench. Another gear wrench. Not any good as Nick as the 9. Is it going to click? What do you reckon? Do you reckon that's going to work? No, it's seized up, but it is another gear wrench. So we've got a 9, a 10, and a 12 gear wrench. The 10's looking pretty rough, to be fair. It is. Unfortunately, it's had a hard life as that one. Now, we've also, I reckon this feels like another brittle. Let's have a go. It is. It's a 15. There you go, look, brittle. So we've got another brittle spanner. Very cool. Right, stick him over there. Right, what's this one? Kennedy. We did buy a few sets of Kennedy spanners, and this is about the first one I've come across. So that's a 7. Very small little spanner, but very useful for small nuts and bolts. So I'm going to keep that. Definitely going to keep that, because it's a nice small size. Oh, this is a funny brand. Anyone heard of these before? Hansa Mark. Hansa-Mark. Hansa Mark, drop forged. And it looks like an 8. It's pretty rough though. It's really poor casting. Very chunky around there. You see that? Look. Drop forged. Hansa Mark. Quite big and chunky across here, probably reasonably strong, but probably poor quality steel. So that can go on Ben's pile, as can these two. Don't need those either. Okay, I promised you one more load, and then this box is pretty much empty, so just bear with me a second. There really is not many more left. Oh no. It's a sad day for that spanner, isn't it? Okay, let's cut through the chaff. An old motorcycle one, I think. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. That feels a bit different. Look at the state of these. Oh no. It was a King Dick spanner. Who would do that? 13, and it's been chopped down. You've got the other half? Maybe I can weld it back together and grind it flat. No. Oh, that's sad, that is. But luckily, We've already got a King Dick, but it's an older style, look. 13. That's nicer. I prefer that one. Damn. What a shame. Oh well, we'll keep it. Might come in useful to get into a little tight space somewhere. Ooh, now this. Wow. Look at this. This is a brittle. And it is 3/8 at one end and 7/16 at the other. This, I'm very, very sure, was one of my dad's old spanners. Now, he didn't do a lot of mechanicking, but he did work on the old British cars, which would have been Imperial. And I'm very confident. I mean, I've never bought this, and I don't remember even being given it. And it's not something I'd come across in New Zealand because, hey, we've not been in these boxes. So I'm pretty sure that was Dad's old spanner. So we need to keep that. I know it's an oddball, but I have to keep that. I do. I really have to keep it. Now, another Premier 11/16. Man, we're piling those spanners up, aren't we? Oh, top tool bit the dust. Look. It snapped. Somebody broke it, and this would have been... Yeah, jeez. Okay, well that was a 16. Not the end of the world, don't really use 16mm spanners, but... How did they break me spanner? Come on, lads, that's not on, is it? Put it with the top tool ones. Oh, King Dick 7. Nice, and in good nick. Okay, we'll stick him up there. That was a bit of a win for King Dick. Another Guido. What have we got here? 10. Very cool. Use 10s a lot. Stick him over there. What's this one? Another silver line. An 8, I think. Silver line 8. By the looks of it, pretty good nick. So we'll stick it with silver line. We've probably got a few double ups. What's this one? Oh, top tool. 2 more top tools. We've got a 6 and a 7. Excellent. Nice little spanners. Feel cool. Right, top tool. Stick them over there with us. Okay, another one that's bitten the dust. Oh, Draper. Not the end of the world for a Draper 19. Has it been cut? It has been cut. Look. They've cut me spanner again. What the hell? Oh, that can go in Ben's pile. I don't need that one. And we'll get rid of that. That's pretty mank. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that one. Okay. Got to sort the wheat from the chaff, haven't we? Ooh, another brittle RJ437. 7/16 AF. Probably, possibly, man, it is a combi spanner, so they weren't that popular back then. When my dad had his tools, I don't think that was his. Don't know how I've come across it, but anyway, I'm going to stick that. Where do we put that? It's a brittle. I can't let it go. Brittle. We'll stick it with the brittles. I know it's Imperial. Oh, there's another spurious thing. Oh, more Teng tools. We like that. Teng tools 9 combi spanner. Excellent stuff. A little bit of a stack of Tengs. I'm very pleased that we're starting to put together that whole set that I bought when I was a teenager. Guido 10. Again, another 10. I must have bought a load of spanners all at once, just from one brand. King Dick 14. Excellent. Another King Dick spanner. Wow. So what do we do with this? That goes on Ben's pile, doesn't it? Draper Expert. I don't need that. Chopping up your spanners. What's this? Nah, that's just, there's no brand on there. That's just generics. That can go on the spurious pile. Now this one. This is an oddball. It's not really a normal spanner, so... Oh, made in England. I can see that. So wherever it came from, it was England. And it's Imperial. 1/2 inch, I think, on that end. Yep, 1/2 inch of that end. And 7/16 at this end. Who made it though? What's the brand? No, what the hell? It's a company called Spearpoint. Spearpoint. Never ever heard of those. Well, there's another one for you. If you've ever heard of that brand and know anything about it, please let me know. Now, I know it's Imperial, but I'll put it with my open-ended spanner set. Because it's really special, isn't it? I've never ever seen anything like that before. So somebody might have to date that for me. Okay, another generic spanner. Let's get rid of that. Then you can have that. And holy crap. Let's have a look in the box. There's not much left. Well, there you go. That's all we've got. There's a few sockets chucked in there. Little power bar. Really not a lot. No more spanners. So all spanners are done. We've got King Dick. We've got the silver line, the brittle. Oh, that's a generic one. Ben can have that. Chuck it over there, look with the rest of them. These are all the oddball ones. They're Guido. We're going to keep those. That's a power belt, so that can go in there. We've only got one of those anyway. I think they're New Zealand, so I've no idea how that got in there. Got my open-ended spanners, including the brake one. Another brittle. I'll stick that over there. I know it's Imperial, but it can go there. And we've got a single Kennedy spanner. I'm sure we had more than that. I'm sure we did. We've got my two. That's Grandad gave me that one, and that one I'm not chucking out. I know it's nasty, but I use that a lot in the UK. That was my go-to 17mm spanner, so that's staying. We've got some of the original Teng Tool ones. What have we got here? So we've got 15, two 15s, 14, 13, and 11, and 9 and an 8. So not bad for England. You know, it's not a full set, but it's a few. And who knows, there might be some more of these in my toolbox that Ben already took out years ago. Yeah, lots of Premier Imperial ones. That's a real find. I will be using those. We've got that lathe project, which should be helpful. We've got a few gear wrenches. We've got another snap-on wrench. And I know that there's some more of these, again, in the snap-on toolbox. And we've got some remnants, really, of my top tool spanner set that I had in the UK, including one that somebody ground off. They cut it. Bastards. Honestly. Staff. Right. I'm going to tidy that lot up and see you in a second. This video has taken a lot longer than planned, but it's been actually great fun to do. I've really enjoyed doing it. Going through all the tools that I brought back from England that I've not seen since we landed here in New Zealand. Let me have a quick tidy up and then we'll do a sign off. In the meantime, here's another word from Tool Girl Holly. All yours, Holly.
Now then, crew, Tool Girl Holly here. Don't miss the next live stream, 8:30 AM Sunday.
Wow, what a day. I finished the live stream this morning at about 10 AM, had a quick coffee, and then set about making this video. And it's now 4:30 in the afternoon, and I've still got loads of tidying up to do. Before we sign off, let me just show you what we managed to put together. I had a little look in my snap-on toolbox, which did have some of the spanners that Ben originally took out of these boxes when we first arrived here in New Zealand, and I've managed to sort of add a few more to the sets and join them all up again. So this will be the first time that these spanners have all been together since we left the UK. Let's take a look. Okay, where do I start? Well, let's head over here first. So this is my sort of rang'em drawer, unfortunately, the premium toolbox, the Snap-on toolbox that I brought from the UK, it's a bit rusty, to be honest. So if you work with Snap-on, I'd like to put a claim in against corrosion. And is it this drawer? Yeah, it was one of these two drawers. Hang on. Yes, this one. The runner doesn't come out and it drops down. It's not too bad today, but yeah, it's not good. So if I get my new toolbox, that'd be great. You can see all the corrosion down there. Look, Mr. Snap-on. It's very old. If you want to give me a new one, that'd be great. Do you want this one back? I don't know. I've had this one for a very long time. That's the thing. Maybe I don't want to give it up. Anyway, so I've raked through that drawer. I've chucked some of the ones that we found today in there, including the brake pipe spanner. I know where that is. It'll live in that drawer, so I can find it. In with that lot was some more sockety stuff, so I've pulled those out. We've got that power bar that we found on there. I've got another one, actually, a Tang Tools one here. This came from New Zealand. This one is a little bit longer, so we've got an option now. And there was a lot of sockets in there, so I've pulled those out. I'll find a drawer for those, which is specific to sockets now. Found some more Snap-on stuff. Got some little shorties, combi spanners. There's not all of them here, but most of them are here, so that's nice. So I'll find a drawer for those to live in. Now you remember that swivel head 12 that we found? Well, he's now got a family. He's got that one there, which is a 13. He's got that one, which is a 14, and that one there that's 17. So that was probably a set of 4 that I bought years and years ago on my Snap-on fiend. In addition to the gear wrench, I found 4, I think they're all, Kennedy Professionals ratchet combi spanners, 2 12s and a 14. So hey, more spanners the better, right? And I found another 12 Tang Tools, but I don't know where that's from. That's one of the new style. It's not one from England. Anyway, that's that lot. That's not, we haven't found all that today. What we have found today is over here. And we've done pretty damn well, to be honest. I know some of them are in a pretty bad shape, but once they start to be used, they'll clean up. We've got brittle, 24, 23, 18, 17, 16, 15, and a couple of AFs. And what I was doing there, Draper Tools thing. We've got some Guidors, 3 of them are 10mm, so if I lose one, still got 2 left. King Dick, very happy with this. 36, 2 24s, 2 22s, 2 14s, 2.5 13s, an 11, 2 10s, and a 7. So we've done really well out of King Dick spanners, actually. There might still be some more in Ben's toolbox that have migrated over there. So between us, we'll try and get the set back together again. Gear wrench, we've got 3 14s, a 13, a 12, 10, and a 9. Some of them need some work. The old original Tang Tools, we've got a 17. For some reason, 2 15s, a 14, 13, a 12, 11, and what's that, a 9? Yeah, 2 9s, actually 2 9s. No, an 8. Or is it an 8? No, 2 9s. What the hell? 2 9s and 1 8. Okay, so we've got a few of those. There's still a few missing from the original set. I've no idea where they are. Now, I said to you we had 1 Kennedy, and I was sure that we bought a set of Kennedys from the UK. Well, we did, because all of these other ones were in that drawer over there. So we've managed to marry them all together. There's a couple of duplicates for some reason. We've got a 24, 22, 21, 2 20s, which is really odd. A 19, a 17, a 14, a 10, a 9, an 8, 2 7s, which is nice, and a little tiny 6. Very cool. These are the silver line. We've got, it's hard to read actually, we've got that one, which I think is a 20 something or other. Yeah, I can't read that. Let's say 24, probably. A 19, a 17, 16, 15, 14, 14, and a 10, 9, 8, and another 8. They're a bit hodgepodge and hard to read. Silverline, you really got to come up with a better way of putting your numbers on your spanners. It's atrocious. Unfortunately, that one, the 16, got bent, probably deliberately, but I'm not going to try and bend it back because it will break. Staying with metric, we've got the top tool. And we've got a 19, half a 16, a 15, a 14, a 13, a 10, a 9, an 8, a 7, and a 6. So nearly a full set there. And again, some of those were in the drawer, in the snap-on drawer over there. Now, the Premier, the Imperial AF, 7/8, 13/16, 3/4, 11/16, 5/8, 9/16, half inch, 7/16, 5/16, I think, yes, 5/16, and a 1/4 is all we've got so far. But again, there might be the odd one lurking somewhere else. So not too bad. Pretty good haul, to be fair, from up from the UK. Well done, Ben. That isn't all the spanners. There's a load of them I've chucked. The really manky ones I've chucked in that box there, together with other bits and pieces we've found. But sockets, that's what Mrs. Mechanic's got to clean up, all those sockets and sort them all out. They're all the snap-on ones. Nice. They're all the big sockets in there, look. Nice. Very happy with that. So, overall, we've done pretty well, to be fair. I've already put some bits and pieces away. Most of those are going to go in the bin because most of the screwdrivers were shot, but screwdrivers are cheap, and I've got loads of screwdrivers. It's not a problem. So next job is to clean out that last box. They're all going to go to Ben in his workshop because he needs storage boxes so he can have those. So it's been quite a long day doing this video, but it's been a day with a difference. I've not been on the tools, so to speak. I've just been playing with the tools and going through them all, and I hope you've enjoyed spending the time with me. This could end up being a massive video. I might even break it up into the 5 separate boxes as 5 separate videos. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. Anything more than an hour long, got to break it up, right? And I'm pretty sure it's going to be way over an hour. But there's some interesting stuff. You know, we found some weird and wonderful tools in there. There's some stuff that we didn't find that I thought was going to be there. I thought there was some twisting pliers for doing race wire, you know, on bolts and stuff that we had in the UK for doing the grips on the quad bikes. They weren't there. Pretty sure that they were. There must be another box somewhere. Or maybe they never got brought. I don't know. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, why not give us a thumbs up, share it on your social medias, let people know. Give me your stories about tools, old tools that you've come across, thought that you'd lost, that you found, or tools that hold strong memories. You know, those tools that you had with you when you got stranded somewhere and you managed to fix your vehicle, your motorbike or your car, and struggle and make it home. I remember years and years ago, I was driving back from Selby, back to Malton, where we used to live, Scraingham, no, Scagglethorpe, that was it, Scagglethorpe we lived at. And it was deep snow, it'd been snowing hard, and the throttle cable on my little Jeep broke. So I had no throttle. So I rummaged around in the vehicle and all I could find was a Coke can, and I had my Leatherman on my belt. And I managed to wedge that. I deformed the Coke can just to the right size to wedge it into the throttle quadrant and give me about 3/4 throttle. That was it. That's all I had. One set throttle RPM to get home. It made driving in the snow and the slippy corners pretty damned interesting. But I'll never forget that night making it home, and I did make it home. And if it hadn't been for that Leatherman, which I still have, well, I'd have been stranded out in the snow for sure. So, tools have stories, right? So tell me your stories. Anyway, crew, if you've not subscribed, click on the subscribe button, ring the bell, and that way you'll get notifications as and when I upload any new videos. You'll find me on Facebook, Andy Mechanic, and but you won't find me on Instagram anymore. Or should I say that somebody else stole my profile and is now making millions of dollars selling Bitcoin. Yes, they've got new cars and new houses and all sorts. That's not me. So if you think that's still me, it isn't me. I don't have that kind of money, and I'm not buying new houses and new cars and things. So please don't think that's me at all. Eventually, Instagram may well shut the page down, but I have absolutely no control over it. I can't get in. I've been locked out because the guy's changed the password, and he hacked into my emails to do that. I mean, seriously, get a life, people. Why would you bother doing that? It's just dumb. I like my little Instagram page, but I can't set another one up. It's just not worth the hassle because it'll get hacked again. Anyway, Another rabbit hole. If you want to support the channel, you can do that through Patreon and become a patron. And you can do a monthly donation that way, or you can send a few dollars through on PayPal. Don't send it as a donation, though, because PayPal only allow money to be sent on donations if the receiver is a registered charity. And I'm not a charity. I aren't, so I can't register as one. So just send it through as a normal payment, if you wouldn't mind. For those that have and those that will, thank you very much. Even a couple of bucks goes, all adds up, and it helps towards future videos. I do appreciate it. Okay, crew, I've got a massive amount of tidying up to do, and I've got to find a home for all these new tools. New old tools. Okay, see you next time. Cheers. Over and out. And we get the flip up again.
Oh!
Yes.